Hello everyone, welcome back to Ricciville. So if you remember last night, we had an issue with one of the sheds. So we'll go over and have a look at it. I got a few more items to show as well. I got a few more pieces of equipment. But if we go over to the shed, oh my god, I got trucks in here. You can notice that the collisions that were there are no longer there. I found out what they were actually. So I ended up opening this up into GE Giants Editor, and I'll show you what they are. If you actually come out here, do you see the black, like the blackish area here? You'll see it there. You'll see it here on all the windows. Basically, it's a collision. It's supposed to mimic glass. And that's what it is. It's the glass for the windows. So that's what it was out in the shed here. It was the glass. So I brought it up in GE and I actually put them into the wall here so you can't see them anymore. So this is going to be our big shed for our grain cart and our flatbed. Our two trucks that will cart them around. And let me go over here and show you some new stuff we got. I think it's 2 new vehicles. So we got the Meridian. Now we'll just jump in it and I'll show you what it is. So if I turn it on, it's basically a big, you can put seed in it, you can put fertilizer, you can put lime in it. Right now, I'm going to use this one for the line, and I'll show you why. And it's good, because rather than coming back to the farm all the time and refilling and going back to the field, we can actually now take this out, and this will be doing the transporting. So let's close the cover, and we'll shut that off. Nice Peterbilt truck onto it. Then we got this, where is it? This one right here. Let's get in this one. Nice older vehicle. It's an International. No, I don't want to get into the International. Let me move this over a bit. I don't got enough room here. The lights on this are awesome, guys. Just watch the beacon lights on this. That is so cool. So let's drop that in right here. Now we can get into, I think it's an old Dodge or something maybe. No, it's a Russian one. It's a KPA-3. Now, let's start this one up. And we'll open up the doors. This one got 2 compartments. They take 7,000 liters each. Hey, Madabadab, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, bud. So this one here, it takes seed and it got fertilizer in it. So we'll be using this vehicle for transporting seed and fertilizer around to the fields, and our other big one over there is lime, because we do tend to go through lime a little bit more than seed and that as well. So just watch this when you get out. The door actually opens and closes. I love it. So that's the 2 new vehicles. I got that fixed. Now what else? I don't think there's anything else new that I put here. I got rid of the racks that were here to try to pick up this line, but it's not picking up, so I think I'm going to have to lift them up with the front loader. Got a little bit of fertilizer there on the ground that I spilt. And do we got anything new in this shed? I don't think we got anything new. We got everything that we had. I'm actually going to move this over a bit and bring that down. But for right now, there's one little quick job I want to do before we actually get to work at seeding our fields. I think I'm going to use the big John Deere to do the seeding. So let's grab this one here, and we're going to grab the John Deere tipper. How's your day going so far, Madabadab? Just, oh, copy link. I'm just doing something for later. People wanted, a few people wanted a certain tractor that I use, and I just want to get the link for it in case they show up. So I'll paste that there just to keep it. Yeah. Everything good? Yep. Everything is set. Make sure YouTube is up and running good. This one is running good. Alright. Here we go. Now I'm ready. Texas Fresh Meat Chevy Guy. Hey man, how you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. I don't know if you were here last night, but we made a lot of changes to the farm. We got some big sheds on the grounds. We got a lot more new vehicles. Eventually I want to get another harvester. So we'll have 2 harvesters on the farm. Now, we're getting a bit low on money, so I do have some stuff in the silo. Like I can sell some sugar beets, and we got a bunch of tobacco bales here that I can sell off, some lavender bales. And we're going to start selling them off soon because we're going to need some money. Oh, I got to put the time scale up to 5. I did put another factory in over here. And I'm going to come over and we're going to pick up some grass. I'm pretty sure we got grass in the silo here. So, no, we need grass. There we go. So I'll get 150,000 liters of grass. So we got, is it over there? Yeah, there it is there. We actually got a silo that's going to create silage and, hey Mad Mike, how you doing buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. We got a factory over there that's going to make silage and diesel fuel out of grass. And we also got our hay dryer, or grass dryer, sorry, it makes hay. So that's cool. So I'm going to fill these 2 factories up with pretty much all the grass we got. I'm going to keep a bit of grass because I'm trying to get some animals in here today. That's why I'm trying to get some silage made and all that. So we're also going to need to get a water tanker. Now we already got some hay already being made. I'll just come over and show you guys now. So we got how many liters of grass left? So we still got 100,000 liters of grass in here. And we have, let me zoom in so we can see, we got 64,000 liters, almost 65, of hay. Now we're going to dump this grass in here and we should we'll start making some diesel fuel and some silage. Now I don't know the ratio between the 2 of them, but it should be fairly good. So 133, I thought this tipper took 150,000 liters. Now, let that work. Look, it's already got some diesel made already. That's why it went down to 133. And do we have any silage so far? Yeah, we got 16,000 liters of silage right off the bat. So we'll bring the tipper back to the farm. And I'll just review what we did last night. Mike, you weren't here last night, were you, Mike? I don't remember seeing you here last night. I'm just going to check the price of the sugar beets. Maybe we'll go sell a load of sugar beets and get some cash. But I want to get the seeders going first. We got 2 huge fields that need to be seeded today. Yeah, I didn't think you were. Just check this out, man. I got a lot of changes made to the farm. So we got this big warehouse here. Big shop here. And we got this big shop over here. So a lot of stuff is changing. I want to see how many sugar beets I got in here, guys. So if I go to sugar beet, we got some grass here. I'll transfer that grass over to the other silo later. We got some TMR. Oh, I didn't know we had some TMR. We got some seed. Sugar beets. So we got almost 2 million liters of sugar beets. What else do we got in here? Anything? We got some oats. And we got some wheat. Fell asleep just after supper. You fell asleep and missed my stream. Oh my, Mike. Yes, we did. I'll show you now. I was going to... what's the best way to do this? I'll just run down there. I'm just going to drop the speed down to 1 right now on the time. Just to show you guys. I'll grab the John Deere here and we'll drive down around. And I asked for a lot of opinions from people to see what they thought. So what I'm thinking about doing... I don't have enough room on this farm to place all the animals. Because the ones I want to use are really big. So this silo right here... the blue one, I'm thinking about either getting rid of it or moving it. This one here, I want to put a couple of more of these down. These are cool. And if you look in here now, this is, we got 2 million liters of sugar beet over in that silo, but that's because this shed is full of sugar beet. So if you look down, a lot of farms, I'm going to leave the door open, let them dry out a bit. A lot of farms actually store a lot of their crop in big sheds like that, so I'm going to give it a try like that. So what I'm thinking now... yeah, mine is too. What I'm thinking is, right here at this end of the field, I'm going to put chickens and pigs, I think. Or whatever I can fit here. So I'm going to put 2 animal types here at the farm. And I did buy another piece of land. And we'll drive over there right quick now. It's not too far away from the farm. Oh, that's alright, Mike. It was a really good stream last night. But I never started till late anyway. And we had a good turnout. Now, let's drive over to the other piece of land that I purchased. I want to find out what this is. You put... oh, okay, it's to get salt. Oh, okay. Yeah, and this, where this is a big map and we do have the large fields, I think the best way to go is with the bigger yards. Now, the yards I'm going to use, I think they only hold up to like 500 cows, 500 sheep, 500 pigs, and they are the open ones, so there's no stable. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I got to have a stable for milking and stuff like that to pick up your milk. But we'll have a look at them now coming up. But I did purchase a piece of grassland just down here. And what I like about it, I bought it to put factories, but then I changed my mind. Because if you look at it, we have this fence going around, and I can probably put some animals in here. Put a couple of sheds and some storage stuff there under concrete, and put some cows in here, put some sheep in here maybe. Right? And the fence, it's all fenced in until we get down to the tree line. So what I'm thinking about doing is I do have some fence placeables. And what I can do is come over from this corner where the tree line starts and follow the tree line and have a fence come across here and then come up around this way and just follow the tree line with our fence right over to this concrete fence over here, and we'll probably come into, say, this post here or something. So that's what I'm thinking. Right? And I'll just give you an idea how big the placeable that I'm looking to put down for the animals is. So if I go to animals, let's go to... See, I mean, I got a lot of, like, I want to probably use something like this. It's a laying hen house, so laying hens for 400 chickens. So that's pretty cool. I'll put that on the farm. We got different pig sties and stuff like this, but the ones I want to do for the cows is this one here. But look how big it is, right? So it is huge. It's huge. So that's going to take up a portion of the field. Right? So probably put it down here somewhere like that. But I got to make sure I got room to get around. So I'm looking at doing that. What else do we got in there? We got the open horse pasture. That's not so big. It's not as big. We got an open pig area, which is not as big. And I think we do also have a open sheep pasture, which is not big at all either. They all hold 500. But I was also thinking about looking at doing some of these as well. Like, I mean, I can have multiple areas with cows. Like, maybe do like a cow barn and that over by the farm. A pig barn, use the modding welt ones. Right? Or we can do a cow pasture. But that only holds 50. We got 100. This one is a pig. We got another one for sheep, which holds 80. So the smaller ones can probably go over around the farm. But I also got, what's this one here? This one, a large pigsty for 500 animals. Oh, I don't have enough money to even show it to you. Then I have these ones, which are your in-game ones, but they can have up to 2,000. I'm not going to use them. But the modding welt ones are really nice. What else do I got? I got a couple down here on the other end as well. Something like this one here, the laying house, the outdoor pigsty. A large cattle pasture, holds 200. Then we got these ones here, realistic farms. These look really nice too. So we got a pig stable. They hold 500. This one holds 120 cows, and this one holds 500 chickens. Then we got another cow barn here that's 200. We got another chicken one here that holds 495. This one is a cow for 250. So there are a lot that we can choose from. And I'm going to have multiple of them, I think. Right? So just give me a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Barns would be like fancy looking and might match the storage facilities. Yeah. So I think over here I'm going to use the open pastures, because this is like a big open grassland. So I'll use them over here, and I'll put some stables and that over by the farm. So that's my plans for the animals. And I'm going to start off, we do have a bit of wheat, and we got some silage being made. We got some TMR in the silo, at the main farm silo. So I think we're going to start off with cows. And probably chickens, because we do have wheat for the chickens. Now, I think I got the mod enabled where the chickens need water. But I think that's the case with seasons anyway. I think the chickens do need water. And I also got the mod that allows, I think I got it. If not, I can add it in. The one where you pay a fee to get it installed and it automatically pumps water in every day. So I might look at doing that as well. Now, oh, getting a bit of jitteries there. I want to see what this is. So I guess you dump salt there. Or, I don't know. I'll have to ask Miller what that one does. Yeah, exactly, right? So you don't have to be filling up water all the time. Now, I mean, I can go get the mods where we got like the animal helpers and stuff like that, where they feed the animals and all that as well. So I guess they just take it from your storage and they feed the animals every day. They'll ride your horses and all that. I think it's built into global script. So if I go, is it Control G? Oh, I gotta be outside my vehicle. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna name this. So we're gonna rename this. This is gonna be. Silage 1. So now we have dryer 1, we have silage 1. And the cool thing about this is you can actually go in here and open up the menu and it says status active, production 1,000 liters per hour. And this building makes silage and diesel from chaff, grass, hay, wood chips, or straw. I like that. That's cool. Now, activate, extended, show object, horse helper. So I got it actually enabled. $300 per horse per day, and they will walk my horses for me. Activate cut bales. Activate more trees. Okay, so cool. There you go. Now, you can also get... So that one is the horse helper, but you can actually get the animal helper, I think it's called. And that's the one, that's the mod that allows you to have a worker look after your animals for you, so you don't have to be worrying about going back and forth, feeding them all the time. Hey, Lauren, how you doing, buddy? All right, let's go get our seeder. Lauren is hosting. Thank you very much. Airlorn 75. Thank you for the host. All right, let's park this over here on the side. I am fine. I am ready for Team Purple today. That's right, man. Team Purple. So we need to get our big John Deere tractor here. Yeah, this stream is not going to be a long one, guys. I got the challenge map to do today. Yeah, I know. I know it's you. I like what you do. You're watching on YouTube and Twitch. I say you're watching on YouTube and you just got your Twitch up so I can get a view, which is cool. I might save some money for either Farming Simulator 15 or Farming... I'd go 17. Do you have any Farming Simulator games yet at all? I love 17. 17 has a lot of mods out there. It was better than 15, I thought. Alright, so we got two big fields that we need seeding. I think that's all we got left. Just let me see. So if I come in here now and we go to our growing stage. So yes, we have these 4 fields planted. We did these last night, Mad Mike. So if you look at it, in field 16 we have clover. We got, this is onion in field 4, carrot in 5, and we got a little bit of wheat in field 3, but I'm also going to do wheat down here in 58. And 29 up here, I don't know what we're going to do yet. And if you look here, this is the land we also own. So we did purchase this yesterday, and we got this here. This is a big grass field. Now the only thing with the grass is I can't do no grass until tomorrow. In game tomorrow, because you cannot harvest grass until at least day 3 of spring. Well, let's get our beacon light on. Now we're going to change this before I forget to wheat. Coffee, wheat. Xbox One only. That is 15, and the first for 360. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're going to buy one for PC, I would go 17 or even 19. I really like 19. You know, especially now with the factory scripts coming out and the placeable factories. It's making the game a lot better. Seasons, I think in 19 is better developed. It's got more variety, it's got more to do. It's not just based on everything. Like, you got the germination can actually fail, and your weeds are different, and well, there was no weeds in 15 or 17 anyway. But I really like 19. Alright, let's lower that down. Start it up. And we'll get some wheat put in here on 58. Now we'll put a worker on that, guys. If you just give me a moment, I got to run and take my little doggy out and by the door, and I will be right back. So please bear with me, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Now, I'm going to tab back to the farm into our tipper, and we are going to... First, we're going to go into the market. And let's see how much sugar beets are selling for right now. Now, I think this is the sugar beet right here. So I think I'm going to sell a load of them anyway. Sugar beets are not really high in price anyway. So it looks like Johnny's port grain. Now I don't know where that's at. So we'll go and look. Oh, look at that. We might actually sell a couple of loads. It's right next to the farm. So let's see what I missed out. Hey Moose, how you doing? Mad Mike, I was using a Radeon R7 and I upgraded to the GeForce 1050 Ti and now I can run the game on high graphics. Indeed you can. Indeed you can with that. Let's see. What do I got in here? I got some rice. I don't know why I got rice. It must came when you first started the game. Even though I did start this game on start from scratch. We got some peanuts. But we did a peanut field, that's right. Silt, salt, stone, ore. My God, where is the sugar beets? I should have went the other way. So I'm going to sell the ones out of the silo first just because it's easier. Oh, that's good, Moose. Glad you're doing fine. Now, guys, I mentioned on my stream last night, and I'll mention it again today. For the month of September with Twitch, if you want to subscribe to any tier on my channel, it is 50% off. So I'll give you an example. On tier 1 is $4.99 regularly. If you want to subscribe now, it is $2.49 for you guys. So that's just a little incentive. And what I'm going to do for my subscribers is I'm going to set up a multiplayer server, and if anyone subscribes to my channel, they will have access to that server and the mods. You cannot sell at the port by truck. You need to barge. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to have to barge them down. Now, I thought that was the other one. I thought this one here, the sell point, there was a sell point also, but no. I guarantee you, I'm going to go down and I'm going to be proven wrong. But, you know, that's even better. I can sell a bunch more than if I do it by boat. The only thing about doing it by boat is I got to tab into the trains and it turns it all off. Yeah, don't even let you get into the port, does it? There's no entrance to the port, so I got to do it by boat. Alright, so back to the farm we go. I can make an entry. I can make an entry. I'll just go into GE and take a bit of this fence down. Take a bit of the fence down in GE. So I'll have to move the trains so they're not... I wish the trains would stay going. You know, like if you tabbed into them and then keep the trains going. Like it was in 17. Now you had to have a mod to do it, but once you jump, like for example on Factory Farm, if you tabbed into the train, it would slow the train down, but it would still move. It wouldn't stop. Morpheus, you really need a semi and a large trailer to move your crops and take them to the sell points. I do have a semi. I'll show it to you. That's right, you missed out on this episode last night. I'll show you all the equipment that I got. Now, Mouse, was it you last night we were talking about that You have that same. Oh, you have that same problem with the shed, with that trigger in it, or the collisions. Remember the black things that were showing? Well, let me show you now. I'm pretty sure it was you. I'll tell you what it was too. So they're gone. I brought this mod into GE. Anyway, Mad Mike, look, we got a big Kenworth, and we got a Scania. We got our flatbed, and we got a nice big grain trailer there. But if you look over here next to the window, guys, you see the shaded black area? What it is it's the windows. It's the windows is what it is. It's the glass for the windows. It gives a collision on the glass for the window. Well, that's what it was. So what I did was I brought this mod into GE, and I just moved them over. So now they're no longer out in the shed area. And what else do I got here? We got a now this is cool, Mike. I'll show you this now. Let me zoom in. This sprayer has 2 compartments. So in the front, it'll take liquid fertilizer or herbicide, and if I open the cover, it'll also take solid fertilizer. So yeah. But yeah, are you familiar with GE at all, Moose? If you're familiar with GE, I'll explain what you need to do. And if that's not the case, I can get the mod and put it in my Dropbox and give you a link. You did an awesome work with the farm and nice vehicles you bought. Yeah, I'm trying to make this one a bit exciting, you know, like I'm going to be doing Air Ireland again tonight. I like that one as well. It's challenging. Very challenging. Yeah, let me see. Let's stop you. No, see, he's got the lights going. So I'm going to slow him down. And yeah, see. That's the worst thing about the trains. Oh, it's not very hard, man. GE, believe it or not, like GE, I thought it was going to be hard at first, but it's not hard at all. Now I got to keep an eye. I'm going to lose that light. I'm not going to be able to see if it's still flashing or not. See, it should be off there now, but it's not. You got to really move the train away. Hopefully it don't turn on. Yeah, see, now it's got the other one on. I'm going to have to bring it up to the top of the map. We're pretty close to it anyway. Or no, this is not the one that goes to the top. And see, all the points are so close to each other. So if I start slowing down now, let that stop. So turn off the lights. Okay, the lights are off there. Now they got lights on over there, see? Oh, man. So let me back it up a little. Hopefully it'll shut the lights down and not turn on the other ones down there. So I'll leave that one here. If the lights are on now, they're going to have to stay on until the trains start back up again. Hey, Papa Smurf, how you doing? When you tab into the train, set your course control, and then tab out should keep your trains going. Okay, so if I go cruise control, and I'll tab out. And I'll set cruise on this one. And I'll tab out. And here we are. This is what we need. We need the boat, and it's just getting close to our silo. So that's awesome. What else? How you doing, Papa? We're going to sell some sugar beet. I think the bridge needs just to be a little tiny bit higher. A little bit more higher so we can not hit our antennas off the bridge. If I knew GE, I would move the entrance walls and gate like you did, as they are silly blinking off the shed. Yeah. I'm still learning GE myself, so you got to be careful, because when you're making changes to a map, a lot of the times, if you don't do it properly, like you might think you're moving everything. Like, for example, after the stream last night, Papa's got a mod that I want so bad, and he won't send it to me, so I couldn't get no sleep at all. So I was up, and I brought, yeah, on Air Ireland, that was really, really tight on the entrance coming in. But, so I put PV Industries in, and I was playing around with it, the 16x map. And I don't like the house they're using, and the plane shed and all that. Like, that just brings me back to Estancio Lapaccio. So I went in and I started getting rid of it. But you got to be very careful when you're deleting things, because if you think you just highlight the shed and it's going to delete the shed, no. There's multiple items that go along with that shed. Now, let's get some sugar beet. Right, you got your lights, you got your light fixtures, you got your outer walls, you got your... Like, once you delete the shed, then you're left with the framework of the shed. Then you got to delete that. Then you got to delete all the lights so you don't have no collisions with the lights. And so there's a lot to it. But if you take your time at it and always save, that's the key to messing around with things, is save everything. I'm okay, you see, yeah, I saw your new silo. I saw it. Now, let's move that. Oh, okay, that's that one. So now we need to move down a bit. We're going to sell a crap load of sugar beets now, guys. Now, in this boat, guys, there's 3 compartments. There's 2 in the front portion of the boat, and there's 1 in the back. And they all take 250,000 liters. So we're going to put 750,000 liters here, and we're going to sell some sugar beet. I really love Air Ireland. It's a very challenging map, and it's really cool. Now, guys, I do have... It's not quite done yet, but I'm working on it. But I'm going to have a link. So when I go live on Air Ireland later this evening, tonight, I got the map, so that way we can... I got the John Deere tractor that everyone wants on my OneDrive. That'll be up. I'll have a link for you guys, and we'll be able to get that going. Oh, Papa, that new Russian truck that we use, that's the new update on that is amazing. I like the one where you can actually put seed and lime and fertilizer in the back of the truck and bring it to the farm, to the fields. I'm actually using that right now. I got it in the shed there. You can just see it. Really cool update. I really like it. Oh, I need to boost up the time. I wonder how our workers making out with our field of wheat down there. Yeah, we got to get some money now so we can start putting down some animals soon. Now this boat, you got to really, you got to slow down very quickly. Now we got all these tobacco bales I'm going to sell off too. I'll probably keep a few of them just to have around, because are there any factories right now, Papa, that use the tobacco bales? I know they're coming out with one. I don't think it's out yet though, is it? Or we don't, it's not made yet, or... But I'm pretty sure Miller was saying that there is going to be a factory that is going to use the tobacco. You can actually go inside the boat here too, guys. So now I gotta slowly start... Yeah. Not yet, yeah. I knew it was coming soon. Now I gotta go outside so I can see what I'm doing. I gotta go to the front compartment first. So we'll start off in the forward compartment and we'll start selling. So if you got it on the forward compartment, you'll see your drop icon come up soon as you get into position to drop them. So there we go. Let's stop the boat. And let's sell the sugar beets. Now, I mean, we got 750,000 liters of sugar beets. Now, guys, let's see how much we're going to make. So we did start off with about $106,000. Now it does take a while to unload this. That's the only thing. So while we're doing that, I'm going to go in and have a look. Oh yeah, he's getting it done. He almost got it done. He's missing a piece right here. So we'll have to finish off doing that. And he's got 28% seed left and 59% herbicide. Got the herbicide because the herbicide now we're not going to have to worry about weeding that field, and it also does the first fertilization of that field as well. Can always make a bonfire out of them. Yeah, exactly. So on that first load we made 60,000 roughly. So now let's change our compartment. Move up a little bit. Not very much. You only want to... You really need to take your time. Pretty sure. Come on. There we go. Let's get them ones sold. Then we'll put the boat on cruise control and hopefully that'll start going. Even though I haven't seen the trains moving around. But they'll go back around. I know eventually if they don't, they do start going around again. I think they've reset after so long if you're not active in them. Alright, come on, let's get this emptied. Let's get some money. So how are you today, Papa? You got any plans for the challenge map today to take over the lead? Or are you strategizing and going to wait till the very end and sell everything? Alright, now let's sell off the last little bit. I know, I love the boat feature on this map. It's awesome. Very smart. Whoever came up with the idea to do the boat, very smart. You know, we could always transport by the trains. Sell at the end. Yeah, that's... Just don't make sure when you start selling at the end that you don't wait till you run out of time like you did last time. That's all. You know, a bit of advice from a friend of yours. What's that payment? $500 an hour or something we're paying that worker. Yeah, myself and Michael, we're selling a little bit and we're also storing a lot. But like I'm constantly going in and out of the market menu to see what has the best prices when they top out. You know. But I still want to try a bunch of different things as well. Alright, so we got 285,000. Let's put cruise control on this now, and let's tab out into a vehicle. We'll run down and see how our Cedar's making out. Well, might as well stay with him now, and we'll get this ready to transport up to the next field. And then I think we're going to go and place some animal pastures down. I think I'm going to do the ones at the farm first. Achievement unlocked. Cereal sower. Now guys, if you don't have this seeder in your game, if you're playing 19, run over to Papa Smurf's website and pick it up, because it's the best seeder you'll ever use. It covers a lot of ground, and it takes liquid fertilizer or herbicide, but I always recommend, because Papa told me, put herbicide in, because if you put herbicide in, you don't need to worry about the weeds after you seed. Now, I don't know how that's going to work with seasons. I don't know if Papa tested it on seasons yet, if it'll keep the weeds away, but we will keep an eye on that. Oh man, I don't need any other seeder in the game if I'm playing a bigger map, right? Now, I mean, if you're doing smaller maps like Air Ireland, you wouldn't get around Air Ireland with this seeder. But, oh yeah, I love this seeder. Ever since we started using it on the Don Diego series that we were doing, I haven't stopped using it. And Papa Smurf, post your link there in the chat so people will know your website. I'm pretty sure most of the people here know your site by now. I'm actually going to start putting it down in the description below, guys, on my YouTube. I should have it there anyway, and I'll probably I gotta tidy up my YouTube page and put some more links there and stuff like that. Alright, that field is done. It's showing that the end of the field is not done, but it actually is. Alright, let's fold this up. The workers fired. I have learned from you, Morpheus and Nick and the crew. I have emptied my mods folder and started making mod. Yeah, it's the best way to do it, man. It's the absolute best way to do it. Now, there is a program out there, like the guys were saying last night. There's a program out there that basically organizes your mods, but if you're not familiar with using stuff like that, it can be a bit tricky. But yeah, like I have 8 or 9 different mod folders, and whatever one I'm using. I mean, the only thing is before you go and start your game, just make sure you go into your mod folder first and activate the right one, and that one just has to be called mods. And like, for example, in my folder now, I got one called mods _ Nick the Hick with a capital C, so I know that's the challenge map. Then I got mods _ Nick the Hick Y for Yogiland. And then I got another one, Nick the Hick R for Ricciville. Then I got my own Ricciville. I just call mods _ RIC for Ricci. Then I got my EI one, so mods _ EI. So I just, when you go into the mods, you know what folders for what map. So just name it whatever you would remember yourself on how to use it. Oh, that field is certainly full of weeds. They must have been there before I activated seasons, because with seasons running, that won't show like that. There's another mod that I'm going to activate too. It shows the day of the week that we're on. Oh, you don't have any fields large enough yet, but even the small fields, you know, even the small fields, Like you look at field 2. We did that last night in 2 passes. In 2 passes we did field number 2. But what I suggest, if you want to get a couple of big fields, now don't use it all up. Be very careful not to use it all up, especially right now. But now there is going to be hopefully a way to regenerate the ores. I know Old Man 102 is working on that to try to be able to regenerate the ore. But what I would do, just let me slow down here. Go into the map and do what I did. There's 2 pieces of land you can buy here. You can buy this one, which I still own. And you can buy that one for 111,000. Which actually I don't need right now, so I'm going to sell it. And that gives us more money. Go in and buy this piece here for 111, or you can buy this one for 179. So I recommend this one. And go up and get a tipper load of salt and sell it. I think you sell it over here at Lowe's by Louis, and you make a lot of money at it, right? Like if I come in here now and I go to salt, here's salt. Like right now it's selling for $16.93, but I had it up to 4,000. But be careful, because you also got to look here. See this one here? This one is minus 90, minus 89. So if you actually sold it at this one, you're going to lose money. So be very, very careful. Sometimes it's very deceiving because you see the green here and you say, oh, that got to be a good one. It's going up. Because I remember there was one when I sold it, it was like minus 4,000. So be very careful where you're selling it. I don't need to. My cedar for seasons. You're doing it for me right now. Exactly. I'm doing it for you. So we'll give it a little while and see when the weeds come out, and I'll see if I get any weeds. Once I find out, I'll get back to you. That's right. I mean, if you want help testing anything, Papa, just send me the mod and I'll test. Especially with seasons, where I'm running the 2 maps on seasons, I'll drop them in and test them out for you. I got some fertilizer here at the shop too. I remember I sold off a vehicle and I dropped the fertilizer there. We got to go pick that up. Smoke and beer time. I don't drink and I don't smoke. Hey, how you doing, G? I'm doing great. I had to keep an eye on the time though, because I got to get ready to do the Nick the Hick challenge. So guys, check that out too today. We're Nick the Hick challenge map, the NF challenge map we're doing. Really fun map. It's a really, out of all the Nick streams, that's the one I love the most, because we're fighting against each other to win, and not a lot of talking except for Nick doing his commentary. Even myself, I don't do a lot of talking during it, because you're actually focusing on trying to get work done and strategizing and making sure that you're ahead. Like, I spend more time in the escape menu looking at how other people are doing, what they're doing, what we're doing, right? Even though you're not over on their farms and that, if you look down and you see them and they're sowing a field, you can see what type of crops they're growing, and then you can pretty much understand what they're getting on about. Now, Papa, listen, I think, no, that's, never mind, that's on this map. I was thinking that this is the map that we're doing the contest on, but no, it's not. I was going to say, if we did one on this, we're not allowed to sell ore, because it'd be hard to get the fields for everyone too, right? Alright, I don't know what to plant in this one, guys. I got to do something for the animals, so I think I'm actually going to do something for pigs. Now, I know the pigs can use soybean, I think, but I got to go into seasons. And I got to check. See, it has to be 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're not near that. We're not near that yet. Corn. I can probably do a field of canola. Because we got 2 wheat fields. We'll get a lot of straw from them. We got some oats in the thing. I'm not looking to do horses right away. No, I'm going to do a field of rye, I think. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a field of rye. Got all the drinkers out there, and they need their alcohol, so let's get some rye put down. Yeah, but with sunflower... let me see, Alt S. Sunflower, I need 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And, oh no, look at that, the ground temperature's 46, so yeah, let's do sunflower. Let's go through it. Sunflower, that's what we'll do. Now, I'm going to do this so it's worker friendly because I want to go and focus on the animals for a few minutes. Let's get it lined up. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, I got to prepare this field because this field don't have very good turn radius for this tractor. And you know the way the workers are. Oh, let's bring it back again. Straighten it up, level it off. Alright, that should be good. Let's drop that down. Make sure it's on sunflower. We'll zoom out of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this right quick. I'm going to do 2 ends. I'm going to do this end here, and then we're going to rush down and do the other end, and then we'll let the worker continue while we go and sort out the animals at the farm. Now I'm just going to place them down today on the next episode because we are running out of time here. But on the next episode we will be purchasing animals, getting them ready to feed. We're going to have to purchase Papa's water tanker. So this is the only field that needed lime, guys. So we did the plowing on this. I plowed this field after we finished the sugar beet. And we plowed it, and then we put the lime down. So we're following all the things we need to do. Alright, so now let's lift this up, and I'm going to shut it off so I don't drop it by mistake. And let's run down to the other end. Hopefully I don't hit a tree here, guys. Well, let's run down to the other end right quick. And we'll go across the other way, and then we'll set the worker off. So hopefully now over the next couple of days we'll start seeing a bit of changing in the fields. So you'll see that instead of being yellow, it'll switch over to the green stage where it's growing. And then you'll start seeing if it's going to germinate, if it fails in germination and stuff like that. Because right now, I think the crops that we got right now, they're... we're not getting a lot of rain, so we got to be careful with that. I got to check the moisture in the fields because can you imagine having to come out here and Papa, what do you think about this? I'm wondering which seasons drought is a big thing. Is there a way to take one of the sprayers, like say you're John Deere and you got the sprayer attachment to it, can you put water in it? And say if you're going with very little rain, can you use that to water your field? I wonder if you can do that. If not, man, that'd be a cool option. You know, you go out and water the field. I figured I'd ask you because you know a lot about that stuff with fill types and all that. But I think it would have to be implemented into the field as well, right? If I'm not mistaken. because it's not going to. It's like fertilizer. If you notice with seasons, guys, and even in the base game, you can fertilize, but you can only fertilize during different stages. So, like for example, if you were using this seeder, this counts as your first fertilization stage. If I came back tomorrow, I would not be able to fertilize it again because it's saying, hey, I don't need fertilizer right yet. You already fertilized me. Right? You actually have to wait until it starts the next growth stage, and then it'll allow you to put more fertilizer down. And Seasons does it properly. I don't know why when they made FS19 they took out the 3 layers of fertilization. They should have did what they did before in 17. Either pick 1 or 3. I mean, if people don't want to do the 3 layers of fertilization, well, go into your menu and pick 1. But that's what makes the game better, is stuff like that, because like you think you plant the field, then you sow you sow the field, you harvest the field, you sell the field. If that's all you had to do, it gets quite boring after a while. So at least with the fertilizing, the weeds and the lime, you always got something to do with your fields. Always. Alright, let's line this up and we will set the worker in motion. So he'll stop right there, he'll drop down, and we are going to tab back to the farm. I'll just jump out right here. Oh, I better close that door. So I'll probably zip by in a vehicle and end up taking the door right off. I gotta go the other way anyway. So we got 396,668 to deal with. So let's run down to... Actually, I don't even need to run down because I'm going to go down there anyway. Animals. So the first one I'm going to put down... I want to put down that... I'm negotiating either... Well, see, no, I can't put that one down. That's too much. I'm going to put down the laying hen house. And no, I don't want that here. Actually, while I'm here, I'm actually going to put down the cow pasture. Let's put this big one down. Now, I think I'm going to put it down this way. And we'll put it about halfway down the field. And we'll put it in close to the fence down here. Let's straighten it up a bit. But I'll bring it out a bit just in case I need to get tractors in behind. So I say about right there. I hope grass is going to grow on that. Papa, have you used them ones yet? Do grass grow on that? Because right now there's no grass at all. I might have to go in and paint the texture on it, do I? Yes. We got our big sugar beet pile in there. We got a bunch of tobacco bales to sell. Don't know if you can use the irrigation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like there is, I got it. I got the mod, the irrigation system mod. So I don't know if that's going to work or not. I mean, time will tell. I'll keep an eye on the drought situation and see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to do the laying hen house. Now the only thing about that is I got to zoom back down to the farm. Yeah, see the boat's not even moving. It's where we left it. So the tabbing and putting on cruise control don't work, Papa. There we go. Here's our piece of land. Now I think I'm going to put the hens in this corner right here. And I'm going to move around. Like I'm going to change the design of the roads and all that here. So let's put the hens here. I don't need to get in behind, so I can put it up close to the fence. Let's lay that right there. So now we got our hen house. Oh, it did a funny thing on the road there, but that's okay. I can fix that with the paintbrush. And what else do we want here? The pigsty, maybe 200,000. We got enough. Now, how does this? Where's all the triggers on this one? Oh, this one is cool. I like that because it keeps it straight. I think we're going to put the pig house right along here. And we'll have multiples around. Like, I'm not just having them here at the farm. I'm going to have them all over the place. Now, the nice thing about that is I can actually come into landscaping now, guys, and go to my brush. And I'm just going to test it here now. Let me see. No, I got to change that. I got it back on my tab button, and I don't like it. Now, I got to make sure I get the right one. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. So, like, if I want to put some... Let's bring that down in size. If I want to put the grass here back. There you go. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to remove it from here. Well, what I can do, actually, I can go like this. So if I make that bigger, I can, and it gets it off the road anyway. And then I can go back down to my regular size, my small one, and go all the way around to that grass again. There's a lot of ground textures on this map, guys. It's awesome. There we go. And I can just color it back in again. And actually, if I switch over to the square, I did it again, but that's alright. I don't mind a little bit on the shoulder of the road. I'm not going to kill anyone. I should have went a bit bigger. There you go. Defeated the purpose, but there you go. That just gives you an idea, right? So let's jump down. Oh, wrong button. I got some errors there. What are them errors? Can't load sample mods, PSM cow pasture, sounds prefab gate loop. It's not loading the sounds for your cow pasture, Papa. Can we fix that? Let's jump out now. Let's go down and have a look at them. Paint the texture. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I'll do something different with that after. I'll design that after. I find like I get very picky. Like that bit of grass on the shoulder of the road is really bugging me. So what I might do is on the outside of the fence area, I might use a grass texture where it's not growing. Right, that's like this part here, like grass going up to the door to that. No, that's got to be fixed. Don't know if you can. Yes, I read that one. All right, so this is what we got so far. We'll have a look at it now. So we got our pigsty. So I'll tidy up the textures here, guys. So I guess that's where your manure goes. And the pigs are all in here. So we got our water trough here. We got our food trough. We got our things here. I don't know if I really like it. I like the pigs outside where they got like their outside running around. They're going to stay in here. So I might actually get rid of this one. Untag that place. I'm going to get rid of that one. I don't like it. See, that's me. I'm very, very picky. Sometimes the in-game ones are better. So I'm losing a bit of money on that, but oh well. That's the brakes. I should have tested it before I put it down. Now, I do like the chicken house, wherever I put it to, over here, because there's actually, they actually come outside, so, right? They got their little entrances here, so they will be out here. And we'll see what we can do here. Can we open the doors or anything and get in? Yeah, so, like, there's chickens in here. We'll probably have to do some cleaning in here, maybe. We'll close the door, and then we got the big doors here, and this is where you got your drop points. The texture work is not the best, though, is it? Once you get chickens in here, it might look a bit better. Alright, and then you got the door out here. This is the... I don't know what this room is. I guess this is where you pick up... This is where you will pick up the eggs, yeah. This is the egg room. There you go. And this would be a place to drop the grain. And then the grain is fed into this room. So I guess this would be your water drop off maybe, guys. I don't know. But we will figure it out. We will figure it out. Close the doors. Close that door. Now, let's jump over to the cow pasture. This is the one that's really cool. So, if I come here, we'll go to the cow pasture. We'll visit that. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to do this right away. So, would you like to pay $5,800 to install a new pipeline to allow direct filling of cattle water throw? Yes. Installation will be completed in 10 hours. Now, they start on the next day, I think. So, there is no grass here. So, what we're going to do is we are going to go into our landscaping tool. And we're going to zoom over that way right quick. And we're going to put the grass down. But I'm going to do it so... Oh, I don't like how that is though. So I'm going to switch over to the round tool. Go as big as we can possibly go. I'll try to keep the triggers open a bit. So I might bring that down one. I'll go tidy up the trigger area after. Bring it down a bit more. We'll put some roadways and that in, or like the tractor tracks and stuff like that. Just do around these, so that way we'll know where our triggers are. And it's like, you know, when you're driving up here all the time, you're going to have tracks there. The grass is going to be beat down. Now, the only thing about the water trough is we're not going to have to worry about that too much, because the water is going to be looked after. Let's just go around there. That's the slurry pit. We'll probably throw some muck down around there, actually. I'm sure it's quite mucky around the poop. Just bring it out a bit. Then I can bring up the size of the brush and paint it in a bit faster. At least now the cows will have grass in the field. It looks more like a cow field. Now, I thought when I used this mod before, it had grass in the field. So that could be a seasons thing. So let's color that in. And we'll bring that down a bit. And we'll put some grass down around here. There you go. Now that's going to be our cow field. So that looks a lot better. Right? I might leave it like that. A little bit of grass there. You can still see the point. I guess that's a border. If you wanted to put fences down, that gives you the perimeter where the cows would be. So you got one here. You probably got one down on this end. Yeah. So that's the perimeter. So if you wanted to put your own fences up, it basically gives you the corners on where it would go. So then you put a gate in and you bring it right down to here. And then there's probably one down at the other end here maybe. Let's have a look. The cow barn is not yours? Okay, but look at this. It says here, what's this then in... What's this here? It says, can't load resource, FS19 mods, FS19, PSM, cow pasture, placeables, cow pastures, data, sound, prefab, gate loop. Yeah, it's not this one, is it? I don't know why I'm showing that. Mods, iconic case tractors, yeah. Iconic brand. That's only a XML. No, that's a texture error. I don't know. Okay, so we got our animals placed, and how much are we doing? So we got some chickens. Well, we'll have some chickens and we'll have some cows. And I'll start selling off some of the bale tobacco or the bales of tobacco offline later on, and we'll get some more money in the bank there, and we'll get ready to put some pigs and horses and sheep down. Actually, I'm going to go with a sheep pasture just like the cow pasture, so that'll be over with the cows. I can actually probably do that right now because they're free. They're free. So let's go to the free range chickens, the pig area. Cow pasture there. What one is that? Oh, it's only 50. And here's the sheep. And there's the cows. I'm going to put the sheep over on the other side of the field. These guys are not as big, so you can put a couple of these down. Well, I'm going to lay that. Should I go this way with it, or I'm going to go this way with it? No, I'm going to have the pallets in by the fence. That's what I think. So we'll lay it right here, and I'm probably going to have to do the same thing. No, that one came with the grass. So there you go. So we got our sheep. There's a water pump mod there too, guys. And we might use a couple of these. That's what I probably should have used at the farmyard. I might use some of these at the farmyard. Pig barn. But see, they don't come outside. I want the pigs to be outside. A sheep barn. Do I got the free version of them ones? No, 70. How much is the pig barn? It's 30,000. You know, I might go with it anyway. A little small one. We'll have it over by the farm. The pigs will be inside. Keep the stink indoors. But we will have an outside sheep pasture as well. We'll use the open one. Probably down in that field. So if I go like this, and I'll put it on the corner a bit. That way we can fill up from the side. There we go. So now if I go to the map, and so we got cows, we got sheep, we got chickens and pigs. So we'll visit the piggery. So yeah, they'll all be in here, tucked away. Can I get out? I guess that door don't open. That door don't open. This one does. So with this one here, we got our little manure pit here. This is where the manure is going to drop. This is where we unload the animals or buy them. Here we got our slurry pit, and here we got our whatever that is. I think that's where we drop the food. And that's it. So gives it a bit of a texture. So if we wanted to buy them, oh, look at that. That is cool. You can open that door. And then you go R to buy them. And then there are your pigs. Now you got to be careful. You actually got to read this stuff on seasons, guys. Right here. It's known as the mother breed. This breed of pig is very fast growing animal, but requires a high amount capital for the initial purchase. So they're expensive. But the Yorkshire they breed very quickly. Then you got the Gloucestershire Old Spout. He's the male. The Old Spout is a slower growing animal, but a much cheaper to purchase initially. Very hardy and great for the starting farmer. Then you got the Spotted, which is a female, and they're known for their carcass quality. The Spotted grows relatively fast and can be purchased for a modest amount. And then you got the Berkshire. The Berkshire is a fast-growing animal that requires a modest amount of capital to purchase. Is known for their flavorful meat. Now, I can only imagine, guys, pretty soon you're going to see butcheries put in as factories and stuff like that. So now, not only will you be able to just get the money from the pigs, because right now in 19, pigs are not the most profitable. Right? They're not the most profitable. It takes a long time to make money on them. They do breed fast, but they don't sell for much and stuff like that. Now, what's this here? Activate fans. Oh, yeah, that's right. This one got the fans. I'm going to keep them going. Air it out before we get the pigs. And, yeah, so at least then, once they start getting them kind of factories in, then it's going to make them so much more fun to use and deal with and all that. But there you go, guys. I got to end the stream here now. Actually, I'm going to turn that off for now. No pigs in there. We don't need to air it out. We're going to end the stream here. So we got quite a bit done, actually. Before we end the stream, let me pop up and check on our worker. So I'll let him go while I'm getting ready for Nick's stream. And we will be back on Air Ireland tonight. I will have that John Deere tractor link for anyone that wants it then. So don't miss out. If you want that John Deere tractor, drop in and I'll post a link and you guys will be able to get that tractor. But other than that, you guys have a great day. We'll see you later on tonight. And guys, don't forget, go over and check out Nick the Hick in about an hour's time maybe, or an hour and a half, I think it is. Or a half hour, I'm not sure. It's soon anyway. Just keep an eye on his website, on his YouTube. And we got the challenge map coming up today. Great bit of fun. Really great map. But until next time, guys, you guys all take care and have a great day.